Good morning, Algebra 2. I'm about to post for you the solutions to the even questions from Worksheet A. Let's start with number 2. Number 2 says a to the third b, all raised to the fourth, and ab to the sixth, all raised to the second. So we know that when we have a power outside of parentheses, the first thing we need to do is distribute it. So this becomes a to the third to the fourth, b to the first, because when there's no exponent there, it is a 1, to the fourth. This becomes a to the first, again missing exponent, to the second, and b to the sixth, to the second. Now you've created a situation with an inner and an outer exponent. Inner and outer exponents get multiplied. So now you have a to the 12th times b to the fourth times a to the second times b to the 12th. And once you get to this point, you see that here is two a's being multiplied. So you add those exponents. So you have a to the 12 plus 2. And then you have two b's being multiplied. So you add those exponents and you get b to the 4 plus 12. Making your final answer a to the 14th, b to the 16th. Number 2. Small crisis. I'm getting a paper towel. Focus on the dogs for a moment.
This is sad.
That is Oscar is the white dog, and Max is the black and white dog. And now you can come back and focus on your homework.
Didn't you introduce me yesterday? Yeah, introduce me.
Shh. Okay. Back to homework. Number 4. 5p to the third, q to the second, times 2p to the fourth, q, quantity to the second. So when you guys take a look at this, the first thing you notice is that you have an exponent outside the parenthesis here. That means it has to be distributed. So this is going to become 2 to the second, p to the fourth to the second, and q to the first to the second. Nothing in here has changed, so this is just 5 p to the third, q to the second, times. So this is still 5 p to the third, q to the second, times 2 to the second is 2 times 2, which is 4. Inside, outside exponent multiplies, so you have p to the 8th. Inside, outside exponent multiplies, so we have q to the second. Now when you take a look at this question, it's just a regular multiplication problem. So the coefficients, the 5 and the 4, they just multiply like normal and make 20. For the p's, you add the exponents. So you have p to the 3 plus 8, which makes 11. And then for the q's, you add their exponents, 2 plus 2, and you have q to the fourth. So the answer to 4 is 20 p to the 11th, q to the fourth. And now for number 6. So 6 we have b to the negative third, c to the negative 7th, all to the negative second, and then b to the third, c to the negative second, all to the negative third. Okay, so when you take a look at this one, again you see you have an outside power to distribute to the inside. So the first parenthesis is going to become b to the negative third to the negative second. C to the negative 7th to the negative 2nd, B to the 3rd to the negative 3rd, and C to the negative 2nd to the negative 3rd. That is just me giving the outside exponent to everything on the inside. Now I have inner outer exponents, that means they multiply. So this becomes B to the 6th, C to the 14th, B to the negative 9th, and C to the 6th. Now I see I have multiplying B's, which means you add the exponents. So this is B to the 6 plus negative 9, and then it's C to the 14 plus 6. So you have B to the negative 3rd, C to the 20th. Now I've given you guys some notes on your homework saying you're never allowed to leave a negative exponent in your final answer. So that means B to the negative 3rd is not okay there. B to the negative 3rd has to move to the denominator. So this becomes, as a final answer, C to the 20th over B to the 3rd. And I have to cut it there because YouTube does not allow me to upload large videos. So I will come back with numbers 8 and 10, and then another video for 12 and 14. Bye.